Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Danny here, and today I'm bringing you guys a little bit of a gameplay commentary, just sort of on my thoughts of the second half of Spectre Rising, or also known as Days of Summer. Now, personally, I'll just start off by saying that this update does a lot right, but unfortunately, one mistake has cost them, or in a sense, has basically revoked all the good things they've done in this update, and we'll get into that a bit. But first, a little quick background of the gameplay. The gameplay is just me playing on Alcatraz. Currently, Alcatraz isn't even here yet, but I hear that it is going to be returning next Tuesday, and therefore, that's good news. So just enjoy the gameplay. We basically win 3 back-to-back. I don't know if I'll commentate throughout the entirety of all 3 gameplays, but I will just voice through my opinion and try to get to the point and get through to you guys. So first, I have to say, give credit where credit's due. They gave out free DLC, they gave out the map Grind, and now I don't know what your guys' opinion on Grind is, but it's pretty obvious that the community's opinion of Grind is very, very high, right? Everybody loves Grind, and it's one of those instant classics of DLCs when it comes to, Black Ops 2. And not very many DLCs in general, really appeal to me, right? I remember Black Ops 1 Stadium was that map for me. Black Ops 2 Grind was a great map. Black Ops 3, I would say Micro, or Berserk was really fun. But besides those, DLC maps generally don't leave like a lasting impact. And therefore they're not that big a deal to me. But bringing back Grind was something really, really great, and especially since it's not included in part of the Black Ops Pass like I thought it might have been. That's a great addition because they gave us a WMD, obviously a remaster, not even like a reimagine, and they put it as part of the pass, whereas this they gave it to us essentially for free. And I think there's a little bit of an inconsistency there. I think they should just release WMD for free for everyone, and then just release another map, another original map. I think that would be way more fair, and I think way more beneficial for them as a whole, as well as raising their or bettering their opinions from the community about them. But again, that's just my 2 cents. Although we should be glad that we even managed to get Grind out of it, right? But beyond that, we also did manage to get 50 out of 50, or 50v50 ground war in Blackout, and that sort of played out the way I expected it to play out. I sort of expected it to play like Fortnite, whereas at the beginning everybody drops in, gets a ton of loot, and then near the end, usually what happens is it's super skewed, and one side is usually pummeling the other, and therefore to me it's not as enjoyable as I thought it would have been, in a sense, right? I sort of expected it to be a little bit more hectic. I expected it to be like Fortnite, like I said, where it couldn't be skewed, but I just thought that I would be able to get more kills, but that's not quite the case. The respawns don't really help it all that much, as the waves come in a little bit too slowly in my opinion, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. What else was really major? They did some weapon balancing, but nothing too meta changing. The guns that you thought were good are still going to be good, and the guns that you thought were bad are still going to be bad. What else? Zombies got a new gauntlet. I think that's very cool. Zombies is a decent gauntlet and stuff like that. That's always cool to see. What else? They got new perks, elixirs, whatever you want to call them, and so that's very cool to see. But once again, I'm not really a zombies guy. I think I'll make a video sometime about zombies and sort of where I stand on it, but to give you guys a long story short, I just don't have very high opinions of zombies in Black Ops 4. But anyways, so now that you guys know what the update's about, I definitely think that this update brought a lot of good things, right? Releasing a free map, that's something that Call of Duty has never done before, and it isn't just like a weather change or anything like that. This is a legitimate map, and I think they did it before, like Erosion and a ground, back in Modern Warfare 3 for Face Off, but besides that, I really can't think of maps that they give out for free during the past, I guess. Now maybe World War II did it, but I didn't play World War II enough to really make an opinion on that. Anyways, so that is that, right? But unfortunately, they released 4 new weapons, and you might be thinking, wait, why would you say unfortunately? And the reason why I say that is because those 4 weapons are weapons that we'll never be able to get, and it's just unfortunate. It really is. I think that Stingray, the Vendetta is in the contraband stream. My bad, but was it, Locust, Stingray, the Peacekeeper, and the ballistic knives are things. I mean, ballistic knives, some of you guys might not consider that a weapon. I personally don't, but for the sake of everyone, I'll just include that as a weapon, as a DLC weapon, because it is something that you have to use crates to unlock. And guess what? Your boy managed to get ballistic knives. Now, I might sound ungrateful, but I really just want the Peacekeeper, right? And I think that can be said about a lot of people. And for me personally, I just think that it's going to be ridiculous just trying to, in a sense, how do I put this? Like, in a sense, trying to pick out the Peacekeeper among these 4 weapons, plus the Mark IIs, plus whatever else is in the reserves, like stickers, tags, calling cards, whatever it is. I think it is just way too unfair. And especially now that, unlike Black Ops 3, you don't get 3 items from a crate, you only get 1, and which means your chances are reduced greatly, you know? And not to mention, you could get dupes. Now, obviously, if you get, 3 dupes, you get a reroll. However, those still, that's a crate wasted, and with that being said, like, your chances are so low, and it's not like you can stockpile, your stockpiled, crates from previous operations don't grant you anything either. All they'll really do is unlock dupes of the previous operations, and only the new crates that you earn during this operation will contain all the new items, or contain the chance to obtain one of the new items. And I think that's just completely bullshit and unfair. Personally, I just don't think that this really has a place in the game, and this is really Treyarch reverting back to their old ways. Now, it could be Activision behind all of this and saying, hey Treyarch, this is how you should do it, I need you guys to do it this way. But at the end of the day, I feel like there needs to be some more sort of middle ground, right? The developers aren't completely held down. I feel like they can do something, and I know that contracts are coming on later on, but as of right now, it is just unacceptable. And I really hope that contracts really do push for, say, you can do a certain challenge, and you can try to unlock the Peacekeeper, right? And, also, right, and we also have the contraband stream, right? And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the 50 tiers that they've given us thus far, in this operation at least, hasn't had any new cool camos, and realistically, they're only giving us 1 gun. And I think the quality within the contraband stream really has dropped drastically. It's almost as if it's pointless to grind. At this point, the whole point is to grind to the end of the contraband stream, so that way we can start getting our chances at the reserve crates, therefore giving us more chances at the DLC weapons, right? And it's really unfortunate, and it's really annoying that things are this way. And that's why I feel like, for me personally, I feel like I just don't have a motivation to want to play multiplayer anymore, right? I'm Master Prestige, I've got Dark Matter, and I've pretty much unlocked every single weapon that you can get from the tiers: Tiger Shark, Daemon, SWAT, the Nefoti, whatever other weapons there are. I've got them all. Everything that came in the contraband stream, I have, and more. And it's really unfortunate, because at the end of the day, what's crazy is, even if they have released like a 200 tier, 300 tier, even 400 tier contraband stream to unlock all 4 of those weapons, I would have done it. At least I know that, I have a goal. At least I know that this is what it takes to get there. At least I know that there is a roadmap to get there, right? Rather than reserve crates where you're just gambling it away and you could never ever get it, because look at how many things are in the reserve crates: these stickers, calling cards, emblems, face paint, duplicate, like, of each of these items, Mark IIs, Mastercrafts, and all those are cool. It's not what I want. It's just trying to get the Peacekeeper out of all of that is a mess, absolute mess. And I think that it is just so annoying, and multiplayer being so low to level up tiers, I just don't see that there is a reason for me to do something like that. And it's unfortunate too that they took out Alcatraz as of this week and put on 50s. I get that they want everyone to play it, but personally, I just don't enjoy Alcatraz or 50v50 as much, or Ground War, right? I think that game mode is still too slow, and I think Alcatraz really is a good speedy game mode for everyone to enjoy. So it's unfortunate, this update was meant to be a big deal. I was really looking forward to it, but I think that Treyarch really, for every step they took forward, they took 2 steps back, and it's just really unfortunate. I've been saying that over and over, but reverting back to the Black Ops 3 methods is just not the way. Black Ops 3 just is not Black Ops 3, and I'll I'll jump back into Black Ops 3 real quick and say that Black Ops 3 was a phenomenal game. It was actually my favorite game until Black Ops 4 came out, and it was because it was just the amount of sheer content that was in the game, right? There was campaign, there was co-op campaign, so there was replayability there. There was a leveling system in campaign, which increases the replayability, although I didn't enjoy it that much. There's Dead Ops Arcade, Zombies was fully fleshed out, 14 something maps, that was crazy, and then there's a whole leveling system. You can grind for weapons, camos, all of these great things from Zombies. And then you come into multiplayer, and then suddenly multiplayer is fully fleshed out as well. You got dark matter, the camos look great, the game looks great, hell, for God's sake, it looks everything that Black Ops 3 does, Black Ops 4 is just a tad bit worse, or in some cases a lot worse. But one thing that Black Ops 4 did right was essentially the black market, right? Obviously contraband tiers and keeping everything cosmetic only. And look at this outplay, by the way. Look at this 2v1. They got the Guardians, they got the aim, but one concussion was all it took, and I had potato aim there, but this guy also had potato aim. And anyways, so that was just cool. 1v2 in a bad spot. Storm didn't favor me, but somehow I pulled through, boys. Yeah, one of my prouder moments. But anyways, it's just like Black Ops 4 took strides forward in the black market, and they might be slightly lacking in the other departments, but gameplay still feels as great as ever, but within that fact, black market was one of the biggest things that a lot of people essentially praised it for, right? Obviously, people at first, contraband tiers, they were like 200 hours to get that, but then they announced, tier skips, and then they announced 2 tier skips every single day, and if they announced contracts along with this, I think that the community would have loved it. However, they decided to shove a bunch of the cool camos, a bunch of the mastercrafts, and way more stickers than there needed to be, way more calling cards than anyone cared for, way more face paint than everyone even imagined. Like who a Treyarch comes up with this shit, like who wants face paint, and like even character skin, specialist skins, I mean, that's that in and of itself is very meh for me already. I don't care playing a first person shooter. I don't care what my character looks like. I really genuinely don't. I could be the default skin for all I care, but if I have them, I guess I'll use them. That's just my opinion on it. Now, with that being said, right, all of these things dilute the supply crates so much, or reserve crates so much, that it's basically just unrecognizable, or like impossible to get anything, right? And because they shove these 4 things into, like I said, supply crates, like it just ruined the whole advantage or the one thing that Black Ops 4 did right over Black Ops 3. And for me, that was such a huge deal breaker. I saw this update, I was really excited. I saw the new map, I loved grind. I'll be honest, I haven't had a really good games in grind yet, but it's gonna come. But there's just so many good things in this update. If you were to exclude the 4 weapons that they shoved into reserve crates, like this update would have been perfect. And if they've put those 4 things into contraband tiers, or even like things that you could work toward, just something that it's a challenge that you can work towards, or even if you can just buy them for $20, or like you say, like they give us a challenge, and it's not easy, right? Obviously, if they don't want to make it easy, that's fair. As long as they don't make it something like stupidly impossible, then that might be a problem. But if they make it a challenge, or you can just buy it for $20, I'm not against it, right? People who don't want to do the challenge, who physically, or who just aren't good enough to finish the challenge, maybe they want to buy it, that's fine. But at least they know what they're buying into. At least they know what they want to buy. At least they have a choice in what they want, And with that being said, like, it's all about the fact that consumers, in a sense, know what they're getting, right? Whereas reserve crates, consumers are sort of getting cucked. It's crazy how much they're just like wallet gouging, if that's the term. They're consumers, they're just milking this community dry, and there's going to become a time where the community's sick of it, and I really honestly hope that the community really speaks out against this, and hopefully that they change it. I doubt it, as I see people paying for the shit, but I really hope that this has to change. This game is phenomenal, but just so many of the so many of the monetization problems that it has is really worrisome. You know, it's really what destroys this amazing game. And you know, this goes without saying that Modern Warfare, or the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I really hope that it doesn't end that way as well. You know, I have high hopes for this game. I think that this game will be a phenomenon, or the next game will be phenomenal. It's a return to the you know, original core of the game. I think that it would be quite fair. And so I don't know. I really hope for the best as far as you know, this game goes, but I don't know. It's just, I do apologize for the rant, obviously. You know, I'm not, as I always rant with all my videos, but you know, this is just really frustrating. You know, this game, like, it just did so many things right. Gameplay wise, it's fun, it's enjoyable, but man, oh man, is the black market just frustrating. You know, you bring back the most unfair, frustrating systems that the Call of Duty has ever had, and you know, that is single-handedly just, I think, ruined the multiplayer experience for me. You know, Blackout, like, I think I figured I'll probably end up picking up the Peacekeeper or something off the ground when they finally put it on, but you know, as far as multiplayer goes, it just feels like I'll never be able to experience all the DLC weapons, right? And you know, back in Black Ops 3, I managed to get the PPSH, or not the PPSH, sorry, the Peacekeeper actually, so that was great. But among that, I got so many like melee weapons, and then I got the sniper rifle, I think, I got the China Lake, I got the nail gun, which are alright, but man, I wanted something like the Galil, the MSMC, you know, all of these OG good weapons, and just my odds of getting them were so low, and they're just so skewed that I really couldn't do anything, and it was super frustrating to have to try to earn them, because I know in reality my chances of getting them are just super slim, and every single crate that I open, my heart just drops lower and lower. And yeah, you know, those are sort of just my opinions. You know, you might have some opinions of your own about the black market, and I'm sure that probably most of them are negative. But yeah, you know, that's really where I stand with this game. It's a shame. This game just has so much potential. You know, I think that this game had what it took to be the best Call of Duty game, to be that savior of Call of Duty. But unfortunately, these stupid, you know, like marketing mistakes really just destroy this game. You know, there's just too much. You know, they're trying way too hard to try to milk every last penny out of its people. You know, and I think that, I don't know, maybe Activision is just trying to keep up this quarterly earnings report and try to make it better than the last one. However, I just don't think that they're taking a look at the long run and really, you know, trying to see that, hey, you know, like, you know, this might pay off now, but we're getting a ton of backlash to the point where in the future people won't buy our shit anymore. You know, people will quit Call of Duty, people will get sick and tired of Call of Duty, you know. And with that being said, I mean, just even the contraband stream in the beginning, right? And people were saying they took too long, people don't have time, people have lives, and just keep in mind, right? I'm a guy, I've got almost 12 days played in Black Ops 4 just in multiplayer alone. Just let that sink in. Almost 12 days played, and I'm like level Master Prestige 550, I think, as of right now. And you know, like, I've definitely like prestiged, I've experienced dark matter, I've played through a huge portion of this game. I've put my time into this game, and I definitely have a ton of experience in this game, right? And as someone who's played so much and still can't get it, like these weapons, and still can't get a majority of the things from the black market, that tells you something. You know, there's clearly something wrong with the system that it's having right now. And not to mention too, I've got zombies. I don't play that much, but like in Blackout, I've got like what, 5 days, 6 days played, 5 days played, I think, in Blackout. I mean, that is just a tremendous amount. You know, you put that together, what, 17 days played, that's already exceeded, you know, basically, you know, it's going to exceed my Black Ops 4 or Black Ops 3 time played, you know. And I played Black Ops 3 a lot. You know, it's approaching that of Modern Warfare 3. In Modern Warfare 3, I almost had 25 days played, I think. I don't remember, but something along those lines. You know, I played a lot of COD, and I played a lot of this game. I really enjoy this game, and I don't see myself, you know, not playing it, but I can tell you that I won't spend a penny for this game. I just won't support it in that way. I'll play the game and I'll earn everything, you know, within the best of my abilities, but there's no way I'm shelling out any sort of money for any sort of, you know, supply crates or whatever, you know. I've already wasted way too much money actually. You know, with season pass, we don't even get anything special. Master prestige, every 100 levels we only get an emblem change. It's nothing. They just don't reward people who are truly hardcore, you know, the diehard fans. All they're rewarding is the people essentially who speak with their wallets, you know, and people who don't know any better. It's really unfortunate things are this way, and if, you know, it stays like this in the future, I just don't know where COD will go. You know, as much as I enjoy Call of Duty, who knows, maybe in a couple of years Call of Duty will be no more. We'll see what happens, right? But you know, that is overall my thoughts on this update. You know, there's I'll probably have videos coming out soon about grind, and overall just thoughts on Spectre Rising as a whole. I definitely count this both these events sort of together and just call it Spectre Rising. And I'll come out with a video on that, playing on all the DLC maps, and as well as using a Tiger Shark. And then on top of that, I don't think I'll use Vendetta. I don't usually use snipers, but maybe if I unlock Stingray or Peacekeeper or something, I'll try to get to it. But either way, that will be that. We'll see. Just let me know what you guys want to see. I also plan to do something about the final thoughts on the first half of Spectre Rising. As you know, I haven't completed all 50 tiers yet of this operation, but looking at the contraband, it doesn't seem like there's much for me, excuse me, I can't talk. There is much worthy items for me to try to unlock and try to get gameplay of. Vendetta is nothing special. There's no cool camos. There's just skins and stickers and calling cards and face paint. If that's what you're into, if that's what you're into, I'm sure you can find some other YouTubers that could be super excited about that, but I'm not one of them. So yeah, either way though, you know, with that being said, I guess you could say that these are just my first thoughts on this update, you know, and after playing it for about 2 days now, I think, you know, I think it's safe to say that this I don't really have that much of enjoyment playing this so far. You know, when Alcatraz returns, I think I'll play it way more, but you know, as far as multiplayer goes, I mean, if they do a playlist refresh, maybe I'll play it, but as of right now, Capture the Flag just doesn't play that well. Bare Bones I'm not into because I love Stim Shot. And Prop Hunt is cool with friends, but it's not something I could play on end for a very long time. Infected I don't really care for, or Infected is not fun when there's just not enough people. So either way, I just have very little motivation to play this game as of this week. We'll see what happens next week, but on that note though, thanks for watching, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll leave you guys with this last gameplay. Peace out. Oh, the guy jumped off.
Oh, he tried.
What do you do?
I commend him. He tried to jump off. One has a sensor, like on the middle of the cell house.
Damn, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Go get armor real quick. I feel like honestly, if you wanted to get your camos done fast, Alcatraz is the way to go.
Yeah, there's some people saying that they get like around like 50 per Alcatraz game.
Oh my.
That's all they do. Someone grappled.
Someone landed other side, Joey. Other side, right here.
Alright,
He went down low. Oh, water tower, dude, really? You really want to be pushing that water tower? You want to push this inside? There's people down low.
yeah.
Alright, you look right, I'll look left.
To the right.
Yep.
Any other rooms?
Yeah, just play it safe for now, unless if you downed him.
I downed one there.
Nice. I'm not with you.
At the end of the hall, to the left.
Is he rezzing? I'll push left.
He's at the door to the left.
Oh no, brother. Your mesh mines came out too late.
I think they might have been fighting someone, so just watch out for that.
Wouldn't be surprised. They might land up top as well. Is there any more mesh mines on him?
I don't know, I downed the guy that... A guy killed the guy that you killed. Down.
Oh shit, really?
The left, yeah.
Circle collapse.
Oh, down the hall.
Is that him?
Yeah. I think it was. I thought I saw a Shaw, like the old dude from
I just
South.
rezzed off. Is there a lot going on over here? You land up top or?
Guy up top.
Okay, I'm coming. Where is he?
It's on the roof.
Get off, dude. I only have 6.556 bullets left. Oh shit, behind. Oh, oh, nice, dude. Where did he come from? I'll just melee him.
Another one?
I don't think so.
Or...
He's rotated down low. Kill him for his... You should melee him for his armor. You good?
Yeah.
Be advised. Further collapse is relocate to safe zone.
Ooh, that's far circle.
It is.
Still ticking for 2. People in parade grounds.
Okay, I see him. He's right behind here. This.
Oh, I shot you.
Just cover me. Try to mend my armor real quick.
Looking. Guy dropped. Oh my god. That...
Shit.
He's still in the same place in that green. 2 of them.
Sit rep. Circle collapse.
Don't think they realize I'm here though.
Oh, there's still 37 people.
Oh, he must feel so robbed, dude. Oh, on me.
Dead call. Supply drop incoming.
Just stay alive. Around this tent. He's to the right side of this tent. Oh, nice. I'm coming back in.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh, I don't know, dude. Should I land there?
Do it. It's up to you.
Be advised. Further collapse expected.
You don't have to.
This sucks. What the fuck, dude?
I don't know what to do.
Joey, I don't know what to do. I have 13 kills, please. Are you killing them?
Net call. Supply drop incoming.
What is it?
Vehicle collapse imminent. Get to safety.
Bro, there's gotta be a guy with a gun here somewhere, dude. He's got heals and shit on him.
You have smoke?
No, I don't. There's a fucking crate over here. You could go for it.
I know.
Just play anchor. Anything special?
No, I got it all. You can.
Alright, hide in the bush.
Oh, there's a sensor though. I have a sensor.
Oh, you want to throw it inside the house? Just...
Right now?
No, you could wait a little bit. Just sit in... Yeah. Oh my god.
I kind of want to. Let's just use it right now.
Yeah, go for it.
Net call. Major instability detected.
Do you have 7.62 ammo by chance? Because I have a Titan, but I only have 75 bullets.
Yeah, 50.
Are you using it?
No.
Can I use it?
We can.
Yeah, because I have a Titan.
Dropped it.
They opened the crate as well over there.
People west in the water. Oh, here's a war machine.
Where is he?
I think I killed him. Oh, come
Three
on.
left. Or one
no,
left.
One left.
Imminent. Get to safety.
Let's not clump, but stay within each other's vicinity.
Yeah. Alright, I'm on the right side.
I'll watch left. Watch him be behind us the entire game.
I'm watching the shoreline. Oh, he's shoreline, northwest.
Where is he?
Against the
Oh,
storm.
how many bullets can he outrun, bitch?
LMG's just nailing.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We both started here on this island with